All right, we got the Watergate rolling. Let's see. Yep, we got it rolling, and let's see if we still got some 535 in my radio. Hello, around the West Coast. 350 in the backwoods with his 500 watts, trying to make it out from the house. Come on.
I tell you what, Morgan, as they say, treetop tall, meat in the seat, cool in the stool. Got you the solid 7S units, real good audio. Out here, Stockton, California, about 90 miles east of San Francisco. Working on the HF rig. Off an HF antenna, KT34 at 50 feet. Tuned through the radio for this band. Roger.
Oh, man, that thing is smoking out this way. You were hovering around 9 pounds that time around. And then, let's see, I think you dropped down to about 5 or 4, somewhere in there. But it's definitely working, no doubt. And it's been a little while since we got to put the speak and spoke on each other here on the radio. But I heard that one guy, that 179 in Stockton, and I didn't know if that was you or one of your locals or something, but he said 179 Stockton, California. I was like, I got to send Dave a message, see if he's around the radio.
Oh yeah, actually you caught me just right. I just came in from my secondary bead yard, getting some boxes ready. The weather out here is so good; they're starting to swarm. So I want to get a few things ready. I'm not sure who that is. I don't hear. There we go. I went and bumped the damn thing. I'm gonna have to put it on lock. There we go. We got a couple out here. I'm not sure if 179 is Mr. Foxhole. Mr. Foxhole out here is our problem child. He's the one that likes to cause all the shit out here, Roger.
Oh, okay. I got you now. I hear you on the troublemaker. Like I said, I barely heard him. I mean, it was very, very weak, but I did hear him say Stockton. And I kind of perked up. I was like, hold on a minute now. Yeah, man. Yeah, talking about your bees, everything been going good with them?
Well, I don't know if I told you or not. December 6th and the 20th, I went through cataract surgery, so I don't have my spectacles. I should be getting the new ones in within the next week, so I really can't get out there and do any inspecting. I did lose a couple of hives, Lord knows what for, but that's okay. My backyard seems to be the bee whisperer. They always seem to show up literally in swarms. So I know I'll fill up a couple of empty boxes sometime this year, and through the club that I'm in, I'll get some more. In fact, I was nominated to be a board member on the Bee Club unanimously.
Doggone, man. Shoot ya. You can't beat that with a stick. Well, I wouldn't anyway, if you could. But no, man, that's awesome. Shoot, yeah. I know I got to get up with you and send you some money. And if you've got any more honey left, I do need to order a couple of more bottles from you. I blew through that one bottle in no time. And I'm about halfway through the habanero honey now. But, man, I tell you what, that stuff with some good salmon patties fried up, and dip them in or drizzle that habanero honey on top of them. God almighty, let me tell you something.
Well, I tell you what, Morgan, that's my number one specialty. Everybody likes it. We've got a friend that's in a care facility. I've sent her out 2 bottles already, and she puts it literally on everything, all the way down to her Ritz crackers. She loves it. Good timing. A buddy of mine brought over 9 full-size frames that had fallen apart that are full of honey. So I need to do a scrape and squeeze, kind of like Lucille Ball when she's jumping on them grapes in that big old wine vat. I need to do a scrape and squeeze, and I don't know what I'll get, but I'll definitely put a couple aside for you.
That sounds good, man. Like I said, if you get some extra, just let me know or something, and I'll get the money out to you. I definitely do need to get some more from you. I try to support those, who support me, and you definitely got a good product too. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, man, yeah, some good stuff. I don't remember. I think you might have sent me a picture, but you bought a slinger, didn't you?
I bought an extractor. Yeah, I got a nice, huge 8-frame radial extractor. I bought a little over a year ago. Man, this thing is, as they say, this thing is tits. Man, this thing is a beautiful piece of machinery.
Well, you call it an extractor, and down here in the South we call them slingers. My grandpa had one when I was growing up. He used to have it started out far back as I can remember. He had about 20 or 25 hives, and he started those when he came back from Korea. He brought a very small swarm back from Korea. He managed to get them smuggled back with him. And he said they were some angry bastards when he first brought them back. But over years, breeding them back and breeding them down or whatever, they got more docile and a little more tame as time went on. But up until he passed away when I was about 15 or 16, I think it was, he had, I think then, about 5 left. He had a real bad spell with Japanese hornets that went in and they just decimated, colonies. And then I had a couple of the hives. I took 2 of them shortly after he passed away, and I had them for about 4 or 5 years. And Japanese hornets got in them and just left just a bloody killing field all inside of both of them. So they're all gone now. But yeah, I was raised around honeybees, and man, I thought about getting some hives here and doing it again, but I got so much going on now, I barely have time to do anything anymore.
Oh, man, I hear you. A couple of things here, just to give you an idea. The microphone is Yaesu MD100. It's got killer-ass audio. I wish I can get it on my other radio, the FTDX3000, let you hear that radio. Man, that radio kicks butt. It's all default, factory default on the audio. I haven't changed anything, and I kick butt with it. But before I forget, I can't believe, okay, now, you and I have been going back and forth for, 2 or 3 years now? Something like that. I cannot believe the success you've had in that short amount of time. I send the radio to you, I'd have it back within 10 days. Now there's a long waiting list, and I absolutely love it. You getting together with 307, man, that's a match made in heaven, Roger.
Man, you don't know how much that means to me. I really appreciate hearing that. I mean, last Thursday was one year to the day that I've been doing this full time, and I was still working, my day job and doing radios back when me and you first got hooked up on Facebook, and it's been just over a year to a year that I've been doing this full time now, and man, I never would have thought it would have ever gotten to this point, and I'm so thankful and blessed for all of this to have happened, and hopefully it keeps going up from here. But I love what I do, and this is my passion. This is what I feel is my calling, and I got hooked up with that mud duck up there in Wyoming. No, he's a real good guy. I think the world of Jim and Miss Tina, and their phone ringing over here. They're just absolutely fantastic people, and I've been extremely thankful to make the connections that I've made, especially since I've been doing this full time. I never would have thought in a million years it would be at this point, but here we are. So, but yeah, man, I sit back and think about it, and it makes me wonder sometimes how I got here. But it's from everybody who has, given me enough trust and put faith in me to try me out for the first time, and I've been thankful to have the best customer base I could ask for. I've only had one issue with one guy, one that tried to extort money out of me. But I mean, the customer base, all you guys are fantastic.
Hey, Roger that. Well, unfortunately, there's always one in the crowd, and you can't do much about that. There's always somebody that wants to scam somebody. But before I sent you that original 29, I knew it needed work. There literally is nobody out here that's trustworthy. Nobody. Not even remotely within a 50-mile radius. And I posed the question on that group, who's good and who's not. And I had 2 or 3 responses on different people. And it's like, I don't know any of these guys. I don't know any background on them. So I threw out your name, who can vouch for this guy? Is he any good? And everybody came back saying, yeah, Morgan's the guy. He's the guy to send that 29 to. And the rest, so to say, is history. Every time I tee that damn thing up out here with that, whether it was the Donkey Stompers, either one of them, or this little Texas Star 500 that I got from you, I get serious compliments on the sound. Even the guy who you just did that 29 WX for, he really loves the sound. When I told him I had a 29, he thought it was just like mine, that funny-looking one. He was a little disappointed when it was that weather one. I go, no, 29's 29, man. He'll make this thing scream. And man, he's got that other stock, if you will, 500V that I ran for a couple of weeks, until I got the one I got from you. And I'm trying to convince him he needs to upgrade that power line to the radio. It'll starve it. You don't want to starve that radio. But live and learn with this guy. You got to prove me wrong, so to say. He's very stubborn and mule-headed, Roger.
Oh, yeah, man, that's how a lot of them are. But, I mean, the ones who are willing to learn, and I'm learning every day. I mean, I talk to people, I never stop learning. And if I'm ever wrong about something, I will take the correction. I mean, that's how you learn. But, I mean, there's a lot of people who are, stubborn. I'm stubborn on a lot of things. I'll be the first one to tell you. But, it's some people are like that, but, they'll get it figured out and get everything running right. But like you said, the power wire does make a big difference too. But yeah, man, Cobra 29, that's my baby, and like I said, that's my number one. And I'm trying to dig into some other radios that are a little more obscure, if you want to say. I've been working on with the Anytone Quad 6. Been doing some experimenting with it, and of course I do the Grants 148s and Cobra 2000 and stuff like that. But yeah, the Cobra 29, if you're going to have an AM radio, there's nothing. I mean, I'm not aware of a single radio that can beat a 29 on AM. But yeah, man, ain't no doubt. I still got this gate rolling too. Let's see. Yeah, it's still back here. It's still back here running. If you're cool with it, I'll get everything edited up and all, and put it up on YouTube. And you've held Mother Nature the entire time, floating between 5 to 9 pounds, up around 15 a couple of times. And yeah, this has been a very, very good gate, no doubt.
You haven't watched my S-meter. Your audio has not changed, but Mother Nature's been fluctuating down to about 2 S units, but you peaked at 9 a couple of times, and it's wonderful, This is pretty cool. I like making long-distance contacts like this. You do what you want with that thing. I appreciate it. It'll be interesting to see what it is and how it sounds on that end. Even one of these HS rates, I did not have the recording device in them. It was just extra money I didn't have at the time, but that's no big deal. I don't really care. I could use it on contests, out here for the HS side, but it's not a big deal. Not at all. Hey, one last question for you. When are you going to get that monster Godzilla going?
Oh, my refrigerator?
Yeah, the old Norge.
Oh, it's been going. It's tuned for 27025 though. It's across the shack, and my antenna is tuned perfectly for channel 6. I've got a separate tuning network on the relay box on the side of that amplifier that is my pass-through tune. So I've got the pass-through is pretty well broadbanded. I'm only running 500 watts. I'm running 50 watts out of the ICOM into a Fat Boy biased 41446 bass box, and then that's what I'm going straight out to the antenna with. But my pass-through tune network is independent from the from the refrigerator's tune network. So, like I said, it's set up and tuned in, dialed in for channel 6. But for up here, I run about 500 watts or so peak with this little setup here.
Hey, roger that. Well, no, I certainly don't want you to change around. I'll have to listen on channel 6 for you. My buddy, the guy who you did that radio for, he listens to the Super Bowl from time to time. He likes listening to it. He cannot compete. He's got a good single steel tube amp, but he can't compete out there. Yeah, I remember that old Connex 4600 Turbo I sent you a while back. You know, the display's acting up. I'm losing another segment, so I don't know what's going on there. And the talkback was intermittent, and now it doesn't work at all. So you know, it's just kind of kicking there. I use it here in the radio room all the time. That's my go-to radio.
That's right. Yeah, that probably has to do with no doggone solder joint. So we can, if you ever send it back, I'll order a new display and put in it, and put a whole, it's a fresh channel display in it. I don't think we did that the last time. I think I just tried to repair some solder joints. It was covered up with them, but yeah, if you ever send it back out this way, we'll try to get her doctored back up again. Those rain. I've had a couple last week, Connex and a Galaxy. I mean, just ate slap up with bad solder joints. But that's what happens with them. They're notorious for it. But yeah, we'll take a look at it next time around. I was going to say something. Oh, now on the refrigerator, I'm not going to say on the air what it does, but 10,000 watt bird slug, not quite enough. I got to order a 25,000 slug. So, but yeah, man, I said up here, I just, I very seldom ever come up here on sideband, but when I do, this is typically what I run. I love my 1446 transistors, and this little fat boy here, I bought it off a local plug-in-the-wall box. It's actually, biased for sideband, and it seems to do pretty well at about 45 or 50 peak watts into it.
Well, I tell you what, that last key down was a total, or not a total, but a constant S9. Constant S9, not a problem. Holding out real well. For 11 meters, holding out real well. Definitely impressed. This is just 100 watts. Yeah, look at hey, get this. Here's my set of needles for this whole thing. I got an old set of Palomar PW5000 over here. I use that thing and I've been using it from day one, and it's telling me there's about 100, 110 coming out to you off of a little old power supply. Not a megawatt, but one that I picked up off of eBay, or not eBay. Oh, hell, the internet someplace, it works real good. I don't have it cranked up. These do not like to be over 13.9. I've actually got it set at 13.7. But, heck, maybe we can do some horse trading. I'll send you a whole bunch of honey to work on that Connex.
That's all right. Shoot, yeah, man. Yeah, you fell out to about 1S unit or just below, but your audio held the whole time that time around, so I don't know if Mother Nature's starting to dip out now or not, but it looks like we've been holding this for 18, going on 19 minutes. We've held conditions, so it's it's the first time I've actually held a long conversation with some DX in a long time. But yeah, we're on the upside of the sunspot cycle, or slowly working our way there. So it should only get better from here. But yeah, man. I'm going to go ahead and get this water gauge stopped and get it edited and uploaded. I'll send it to you. I may post it up in my group. And you get to hear the whole conversation all over again, but from my end on the other side of the country. But, all right, man, let me get out of here and go over and get this thing stopped. I'll try to stop in about 20 minutes, and I'll get her put up on the YouTube. Right back, 535. No doubt, man. Yeah, I pulled out bits and pieces of that, but I did hear what you said most of the way through. Good to hear you on the radio, man. Glad we got to hold it down for a little while. I'll put it on you later on, next time Mother Nature permits. Northeast Georgia's #1 professional mud duck. I'll see you.